men learned how to control fire and put it to work, it was man's greatest enemy. In much the same way, your emotions can be your own greatest enemy. Or, under control, your emotions can make you healthier and happier and improve the lives of people around you. I think of in connection with emotions because when you become up, when your emotions control your actions, it affects not only yourself, but the people around you. When you have certain experiences, you respond with various emotions. Stimulus response. Just as this sort of stimulus produces this sort of involuntary muscular response. Well, that's a rather simplified suggestion of a complex mental process, but you get the idea. Cause, effect. Nature endows us at birth with three general patterns of emotional response. And these seem to be the emotions with which we start. And so, and people cause us to respond emotionally. But emotions out of control, well, let's take a look at a slice of everyday life to understand how some can bring about various emotional responses. What might happen to you, or to me, or to Jeffrey Moore? Jeff is an ordinary and healthy and well-balanced. He usually gets along well with people. And on this particular Friday afternoon, Jeff and his pals are discussing a big triple tonight.
My dad's gonna let me have that tonight.
Oh, that's super. That sounds swell, Jeff, but, well, I don't know if I'll be able to go. I
A headache, huh?
Yeah.
Well, how about letting Jeff, the old fix you up a snappy
Okay.
Hey, what?
Some
Okay, I saw the whole Y stunt. Now, just suppose you clean it up.
Go on. Clean it up.
Yeah.
On the floor there. Look at the woman.
Wise guys, huh? Well, suppose I don't tonight. I got a darn good notion to let you guys
What got into here?
Why is Jeff angry? What's the stimulus that brings on this sudden emotional response of anger, or mild? Well, it might be that Jeff feels as he fails in the fancy to impress his pals. So he gets mad. He tries a shortcut, hurrying to get home.
left that there. What a
Shortcuts often lead to trouble, and thus loss of emotional control. You've heard haste makes waste. Jeff is frustrated by the but he asked for it. Of course, Jeff's going to get the car ready for the party tonight. He wouldn't really miss a chance to impress the Again, his behavior is thwarted, and a habit is being developed. A habit of allowing such things to annoy him. Jeff's losing control of himself. His thinking is becoming muddled, and he's careless in his actions. The madder he gets, the worse it becomes. Did you ever hear anyone say, "I was so mad I couldn't"? Severe emotional stress often decreases efficiency. See what I mean? And of course, it's the fault of the wrench. This is called projection. He's projecting the blame to the wrench. Well, we've seen Jeff lose control of himself in rage. Let's see how the rest of the family is doing.
Mother, oh, it's wonderful. I love the new dress you made.
Oh, thank you, Joan, dear.
See how the new dress tends to stimulate Joan's love for Mother? This makes both Mother and Joan happier. But how does it affect Jeff? And how does his anger affect the others?
Oh, you're the sweetest, bestest mother a girl ever had.
I'm glad you like the dress.
I want to
Joan.
be just like you. I figure all I need's a lobotomy and some tights.
Oh, I'm so happy. I could be a model. Or a girl.
Hey, what's gotten into that crazy?
Oh, Jeff, don't be that way.
Notice how Mother seems to become angry herself because of Jeff. Perhaps she shouldn't, but anger is a and we often see an induction of behavior or spread of emotion to other persons, almost like a contagious.
Hi, Raj.
Hello, Jeff.
Say, what have you got? Well, that's my letter. Give me that.
Let me.
What,
I got your
you
letter.
dirty little. They gonna give it to me?
No.
Okay.
Mother.
You dirty brother, you gonna give me my letter?
Stop it.
Will you give me that letter? I'll teach you not to open my mail.
I
kid.
didn't know that. Stop it. Drop that.
Sometimes rage, fear, and love are aroused together at the same time. Mother's love of her children and her fear for Roger's safety were mixed with anger, almost rage, at both boys for the they played in the era. Of course, Jeffrey's family didn't realize that he had been exposed to one situation after another, an accumulation of which brought about an abnormally strong response. And what did this do to Jeff, this sort of emotional outburst? Well, he regrets some of the he said, but he can't unsay them. He's tired. That feeling of fatigue may spoil a good time on his date tonight. And if this sort of flare-up is repeated often, it might lead to a permanently personality. What could Jeff do to keep better control? Well, we say he could, 1, eliminate the stimulus, 2, modify the stimulus, or 3, modify the response. With these 3 ideas in mind, let's examine Jeff's again. To control his emotions, Jeff eliminates the failure to his pals by trying such fancy tricks only when he can successfully. But sometimes the trick fails. There are many times when you can't the try to modify the off and looking at himself, Jeff realizes that a like that won't really hurt his standing with the gang. Taking it all lightly as a good sport, Jeff impresses the gang a lot more than if he gets angry over such a little. It helps to recognize and understand patterns. Then it's easier to eliminate or modify the And there's another, even more valuable way to control your emotions. Modify the response. Rather than get in the habit of getting Jeff can substitute. He can modify his response by seeing the humor in the situation. What good does it do to get angry about When Jeff's in the habit of controlling his emotions, his thinking is straighter. Push the button. No starter. Let's see. Pull the light switch. No light. That means something. Reason it out. No horn either. Must be a dead battery. That's straight thinking, unmuddled by emotional disturbances. And it's a simple thing to call the garage or someone for a push and a recharge. No need to fly off the handle and take it out on the people around. When he tries to understand his emotions and those of people around him, Jeff has less trouble controlling himself.
Stupid!
And he and those around him are happy.
Stupid!
The more he exercises control of his emotional behavior, the easier it becomes to meet the next situation
When this
without
baby hits
losing
88
control.
miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
And so it goes. A happier time all around when emotions are under control. Yes, by a better understanding of the emotional patterns of everyday life, and by knowing how you respond to various stimuli, you can develop better control by eliminating the stimulus.
Let's burn it.
You can control the fire of your emotions, and you and those around you are a great deal happier and healthier.